Hello, students, and welcome back to the online lecture of Environmental Studies of Semester 1. We have started with the third module of Semester 1 syllabus. The title of this module is Population and Emerging Issues of Development, wherein these are the sub modules of this particular topic, and the highlighted point which we will be discussing for today. Before we move on to the main part of the lecture today, let us have a look at module objectives. By the end of this unit, we will be able to understand the importance of human resources in environment. We will be able to understand the need to have an optimum population in the world. We will be able to understand the benefits and challenges of population, and we will also be able to know the newer trends in the population studies. In the last lecture, we have discussed demographic transition theory proposed by Thompson and Notestein, and we have also critically evaluated the theory, and some criticism we have also discussed in detail. Today we are intending to discuss the concept of human development, different indices that are used to calculate human development index, global patterns of human development index, and human development index and its patterns in Indian context. If you look at this particular chart, this is nothing but the global goals for sustainable development, including eradication of poverty, hunger, improvement in health and well-being of people, development in education, achieving gender equality, sanitation and clean water, clean and affordable energy, economic growth, industrial growth and innovations in that, reduction in inequalities, sustainable cities and sustainable communities, responsible consumption and production patterns, the action to combat with the problem of climate change, conservation of aquatic flora and fauna, conservation of terrestrial flora and fauna, peace and justice that helps to make institutions strong and healthy, and also partnership of various stakeholders to achieve these goals of sustainable development. Now, if you look at all these objectives or sustainable goals for sustainable development, we look at that the kind of development that we pursue is something different than which actually is needed to be perceived. There has been a continuous debate on the concept of development. Every now and then we look at the concept of development only in form of economic growth, which is not necessarily be the measures of actual development that is being expected. Economic growth, which is normally measured in terms of GDP, may not be the only sustainable or important measure to evaluate and assess the level of economic development or level of development of a particular region or a country. And therefore, economic growth alone cannot explain the actual level of progress in a country or a region. Because when we say progress, when we say development, it means that this development needs to be the development of people, the development of all the people, all the stakeholders that are there in the country or a region. And therefore, economic growth is not sufficient to identify the actual level of development in the region, because the development particularly means the development of people in this region. And hence, there is a question in our mind that is this a real development, or this is a development in real sense? Because economic growth will progress a society economically, but what about health of the people? I mean, in the recent times that we have, since we have been suffering from COVID-19 pandemic, we have realized that economic progress or economic prosperity alone may not be able to satisfy all our needs. But more than that, health and hygiene is important. And therefore, we need to think of the quality of human life, the expectancy of human life, and also the economic progress of the human life in a particular region. And therefore, we need to understand that economic growth is not merely a indication of development, which is something beyond it. And hence come the concept of human development. Now, there is a very slight difference between the development and the growth. Right from the birth, a person grows with time, but development that takes place in terms of economic strength or financial strength of a person, health of a person, education, employment opportunities, and many other indicators that indicates the level of human development. And therefore, it is more important to focus upon human development rather than just looking at the economic progress or economic growth of a region. Because economic prosperity alone may not be able to satisfy all the aspirations and needs of human beings or population in a region. But beyond that, we need to also consider several other factors or dimensions of human life which are necessarily be taken into consideration while looking at the development. So when we talk about development, we need to perceive it as human development, development of a people. Now, if we consider human development as an important measure of development, then it is again a question mark how to measure the level of human development. There have been constant efforts in finding out the proper measures for or proper indices for measuring human development, and that lead to the introduction of various indices of human development. Human development, by its definition, refers to the overall development of a human being and access to the opportunities which is required for attaining the basic needs for attaining the comfortable and luxurious life for every human being. So, human development, that is something beyond the limitation of economic development or per capita income, for instance. There is a need to measure level of economic development for every nation, because unless and until we measure the level of human development, we won't be able to understand that where we stand and what kind of efforts that we need to make in order to improve the level of human development in a region. And accordingly, we have to plan and achieve the complete human development. So unless and until we have the proper measure of human development, we won't be able to achieve the complete human development, and we won't be able to plan properly for the same. There are various indices that have been developed, as I mentioned a couple of minutes earlier, to measure the human development, including HPI, that is Human Poverty Index, GDP, Gross Domestic Production, GNP, Gross National Production, BSA, Basic Need Approach, PQLI, Physical Quality of Life, and HDI, Human Development Index. Now, of all these important indices that have been introduced to measure human development or level of human development, Human Development Index or HDI is considered to be the most appropriate measure of human development. And therefore, let us try to understand the concept of Human Development Index and the parameters or indicators which are used to calculate Human Development Index. As I mentioned a minute ago, that Human Development Index is considered to be the most reliable and accurate measure of human development. It has been introduced by United Nations Development Program report in the year 1990, wherein the HDI or calculation of HDI was worked out successfully. Based on the calculation of HDI or Index for Human Development, the countries which are involved in this particular process are ranked based on the HDI, and this ranking is published every year in a report of UNDP titled as WDR, that is World Development Report. So every year the HDI ranking of countries in the world are published in World Development Report. And hence, by looking at World Development Report, we will be easily able to understand the global patterns of Human Development Index. Now, if you think of indices which are used in measuring the Human Development Index, there are 4 indices which are taken into, in fact 5 indices which are taken into consideration. Life Expectancy Index, which is the average age at the time of death is being taken into consideration, or average life expectancy that is being taken into consideration, and then human life expectancy index is calculated. And therefore The life expectancy index is a measure of quality of life, because more is the life expectancy, better will be the health facilities or health infrastructure in a country. So that is an indication of health facilities and other measures of quality of human life, and that is reflected in life expectancy index. Then there are three indices together is considered as education index, which includes adult literacy index and enrollment ratio. Education is considered as a key indicator of human development, and therefore education index, which includes adult literacy index and enrollment ratio. Adult literacy index is indicates the literacy among the people which are above the 14 age, and education ratio is the ratio of number of enrollment ratio is the ratio of population between 6 to 14 years and the total population in this particular age group with the actual number of students that have been enrolled in the schools. And that enrollment also is an important indicator of level of education. 2/3 of adult literacy index plus 1/3 of enrollment ratio is used to calculate education index. And then gross domestic production per capita index is also used, because purchasing capacity or purchasing parity is also important indicator of human development, which is very closely associated with economic development. So per capita GDP is another important index that is being used to calculate HDI. After calculating all these three important indices, that is life expectancy index, education index, and gross domestic production index per capita, are used to calculate human development index. So human development index is the average of all these three indices: life expectancy index plus education index plus gross domestic production index divided by 3 will be human development index. The values of human development index ranges from 0 to 1. 0 meaning no development, 1 meaning total human development. So the values of a country or a region which are very close to 0 means the level of human development is low in a particular region, and if it is close to 1, that means these regions are indicating higher level of human development. Now, if we talk about global patterns of human development index, we find that these can be categorized into 3: countries with high human development index, countries with moderate HDI, and countries with low HDI. If we talk about the countries which are classified as the countries with high human development index with HDI value of more than 0.8, includes all the Western European countries, richest countries like Argentina, Australia, Canada, Chile, Cuba, Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Italy, Iceland, Japan, Kuwait, Singapore, Sweden, Switzerland, Norway, UK, United States of America. So altogether 55 countries are categorized as the countries with high human development index, but the total population of these countries which are under the category of high human development index is about 1.19 billion population as per 2001 data. And Norway, which is one of the important Western European nations is considered as the country with highest HDI with the value of about 0.944. Second category is of medium human development index, which ranges from 0.5 to 0.799, which includes most of the Asian nations like Bangladesh. Then we have Brazil, South America, China, Egypt, Georgia, Ghana, India, Indonesia, Libya, Malaysia, Mongolia, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and many more other countries. But the population of these countries is as high as 4.11 billion, which are distributed in 86 countries. That means maximum population is in the group of medium human development index, which ranges from 0.5 to 0.8 HDI value. Whereas the country with less than 0.5 HDI value are categorized as low human development index. It includes most of the African countries, which are totaled as 34 countries with about 0.73 billion population world over. So if we look at the global patterns of HDI, we'll find that least number of countries are categorized at the countries with low population, a low human development index, whereas maximum number of countries or population is categorized as the countries with moderate human development index. This is the world map which indicates the global patterns of human development index in the year 2017, which indicates that darker shades or countries with darker shade indicate high human development index, including Australia, Japan, many Western European nations including Norway, United States of America, Canada, and then we have Middle East Asian nations, South America, parts of South America, and even Russia as the countries with little higher HDI value. But rest of the countries including China, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and many other African countries are showing moderate HDI value, whereas the African countries, which are shaded with the lighter shades, are categorized as the countries with low human development index. And therefore we find that the richest countries are having higher development index, human development, level of human development, and the poor countries are having low level of human development. The recent statistics of 2019 HDI ranking indicates that Norway is the leading country in human development, level of human development, with the HDI value of about 0.954. The average life expectancy is about 82 years, and rest of the indices are here. This is followed by Switzerland, Iceland, Germany, Hong Kong, Australia, Iceland, Sweden, Singapore, and Netherlands. So Norway, Switzerland, Ireland, Germany, and Hong Kong are the top 5 countries in HDI ranking. If we talk about India's ranking in global HDI rank, as per 2019 data, India ranks 115th in HDI ranking of countries with the HDI value of 0.44, whereas there is a variation within the states or within India between these states, because the patterns of human development within India is also varying from states to states. Kerala is considered to be the state of India with highest HDI, which is close to 0.7, whereas Uttar Pradesh and Bihar are the states having lowest level of human development with HDI value of about 0.39 and 0.387 respectively. This is the map of India showing patterns of human development index in the year 2018, where you can see that the lighter shade is showing high human development, including Kerala and Tamil Nadu, and then Delhi and some other states around it, Haryana and Punjab, and also Himachal Pradesh. Whereas the states in this area, including Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, and Madhya Pradesh are showing least level of human development. Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Karnataka, and many other states in these particular regions are showing moderate level of human development. This particular slide will also help us out to understand that which state is having level of human development close to which country in the world. Like for example, Maharashtra, the HDI value of Maharashtra is close to Indonesia. The HDI value of Kerala is close to Albania, and so on. If you look at the India's ranking, which is 130 as per 2017 rank, and 2018 it has slightly improved to 129. So this is how the variation in the HDI ranking of India across the world. But China, as compared to India, is performing better with HDI ranking of about 86th and 85th as per the 2017 and 2018 ranking respectively. So it's better, but we are much better than that of Pakistan. Pakistan's HDI ranking in 2017 was 150th, which has lowered down in 2018 to 152 or 52nd ranking in the global ranking of HDI. So that's how the patterns of human development in India. If you look at 2019 report, India has improved its situation from 129 to say 115th ranking, which is a better thing. But other countries, they are also having, neighboring countries to India are having good performance, including Nepal, Cambodia, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Malaysia, and China, Macau, SAR, China, which are having very higher, ranking in the global HDI pattern. But as compared to Pakistan, we are performing much better, because Pakistan is 134th rank in the global HDI ranking, and India is performing much better as compared to it. So that's how the global patterns of HDI and the patterns of HDI in Asian countries and India's place in the world ranking over the period of time we have discussed till now. So that's how HDI is all about. We have discussed the importance of human development. We have discussed various indices of human development. We have detailed discussed the human development index, its calculation, the various indices that are used to calculate HDI, global patterns of human development index, and human development in India, HDI in India, and within India, and its relation with the other Asian countries or neighboring countries in Asia. So that's how we have discussed human development index till now. We will discuss rest of the points in the third module in the next lecture. Till then, thank you very much. Have a nice time.